Good morning, guys. I'm back with another video, and I don't know if you can tell, but I'm actually starting to get sick again. I can't believe why I always have to, I get well, and then it's almost like when I'm starting to feel almost like myself again, I'm getting sick. And I'm sorry about the turning off the camera here. I've always had a very good immune system, so I'm not used to being sick. I'm not the type that gets sick often or stays sick a long time, but since my last video, I have had a runny nose and a sore throat, and it's just not getting any better. So, or it has been better, but now it's back to this again. But anyways, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the plans that me and my coach made. Because if you saw my last video, I was in Oslo and I was going to my coach's place to find out what we were going to do with the season. And the plan is, for now, that I'm building for 2 more months. 2 small months. And then we're starting dieting for the fall competitions. The only problem here is that they have moved a lot of dates with, not a lot of them, but a few of the dates for this fall's competitions, which means that some of the competitions that I want to attend is on the same weekend. And that sucks, because that's also 2 of the biggest competitions, and I want to attend both of them. So I'm not sure how I'm going to do that or what I'm going to choose, but that is like where I've come so far. I haven't decided for the exact competitions yet. I want to make sure that I make the best choices, because I want to have a competition, good competition, when I'm going on stage, and I can have that. Like, there's so many pretty beautiful girls that is going on stage every season. So, but I want the lineup to be hard. Like, I want to stand out in the lineup. I don't want to get a prize just because we were like 1 or 2 girls, like I did in the NPC show last time. So I want there to be a great lineup, and I want to be able to have a competitive physique. So I have to see what kind of choices I make, depending on which competitions I do. But I will get back to that, don't you worry. I also did a physique update today. I'm going to show you guys my for now physique, what I look like. And I know that I'm a bit heavier than I was planning on being this off season. I don't feel too bad about it though, because I have to put this in the right words. I have gained a lot of muscle mass, so that's also some of the reasons why I'm heavier. I still have a bit too high fat percentage for what I want to have, but still my all over shape is a lot better this off season than the last one, and comparing to the off season before that, it's like really good. So I can't, and I am not disappointed of my own off season. I'm actually kind of proud of what I've been able to build and what I've been able to do since my last off season. So yeah, all over, pretty happy. But that's it for this physique update. I will just show you the video and you can just make up your mind yourself. And then I have to take you guys with me at the gym once more. Because there's always fun to do a session, and I hope that my sessions can inspire you to push harder at the gym, to do different exercises than you're used to, maybe to focus a bit on your technique and to change that and make it even better for your own gym sessions. So hopefully this session will give you a little bit of a push in the right direction. And if you have any questions about your physique or different exercises or how to do your gym plan or workout plans in the most efficient way, just send me a message and I will answer the best that I can. And with no more talking, let's just go to the gym. So I started my session with lunges on a step with dumbbells. This is actually a really good exercise because you always have to keep the tension on the leg on the step. And if you haven't tried it, just try to do it as slow as possible, up and down, and try to get a nice stretch on your glutes and your leg on the way down, because the contact here is amazing. Then I went to do regular leg press on the leg press machine. Since I don't do any squats because my lower back hurts with doing squats, I push as hard as I possibly can on this exercise, and it's become a really heavy one. So here I also try to keep it as slow and steady as possible on the way down, and I try to push with contact on the way up, not just with force. And it works a lot better than just letting the weight drop down and then just trying to push it back up again. So if you haven't tried to do it a bit more slow than you usually do, try that. And you can also do a little longer pause in like when you go down than I do in this video, because I was so tired. I had no chance of doing it with a longer pause in the bottom. Then I also did a leg press with a stance that's a bit lower on the plate. Also did a bit lighter weights on this one, but here I try to get the tension on my quads. That's why I moved my feet a little bit lower on the plate, and then I try to do it as slow as possible on the way down and upwards. And here I do as many reps as possible, and then I have a 5-second break. Here I think it's a little bit more. And then I do 5 more reps, and then I have another break if I'm able to, but usually my legs are just hammered after the first set. So if I'm lucky, I get 5 reps, and then I'm just all out. Like, it's lights out from set number 1. So usually I just get 1 set and 5 more reps on this one. And then, excuse me already, but doing inside legs in the cables that's a struggle. Like, the struggle is to actually get to where you want to be in the exercise. As you can see here in the beginning, I'm struggling because the weight is heavy, because I want to target my inner thigh as hard as I possibly can. But getting there without getting a stretch, like a not wanted stretch on my inner thigh, is harder than it should be. So if you're able to do this in the machine, that would be a lot easier, but we don't have the machine at our place. So here I just try to focus on pulling with the inside of my leg, trying to build wider legs, like from the inside out. And if you thought the last exercise was a struggle, here I'm struggling so hard to actually get the pillow down on my thighs where I want it to be. That was like the biggest struggle on this session. But then when I actually was able to get my legs in the right position, I was really smashing my hamstrings on this exercise. As you can see on my face, I was working from like rep number 2, like I was so smashed, but it did the job, and I was just so happy with actually being able to complete this set. Here I do as many reps as possible, usually between 8 to 12 depending on the weight, and then I have a 5-second break, and then I do 5 more reps, and then I try to do 5 more, and sometimes I'm able to actually get 5 more reps, sometimes I just get 3, and then I'm all out. So as you can see, this was a really heavy session, but I love feeling so tired as I did after this session. So push yourself, ladies and gentlemen, on all of your sessions. You will hate it right then and there, but you will love it afterwards. With that session done, I just want to thank you guys so much for tagging along for another YouTube video. And I will be back in not so long with the plan of the competitions that I want to do this season, after I just had a little more talk with my coach, and I just can't wait to start dieting again. I'm so excited to see what's underneath all of this off season. So hopefully I will just kill the last package that I brought to the stage, because I really want to beat myself, but I also like want to make sure that I can beat my competitors, because who is in a competitive sport without wanting to win? So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video, hopefully with a plan of the upcoming competitions for the season. So until then, have a great weekend, and I'll see you guys very soon.